EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Miami Dolphins. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. You talk about this Miami defense. Yeah, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Oh, design run for their wideout. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Here's Achane to start the drive. And past the 40. The 40's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
They'll look to throw here on first down. The throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Chris Jones drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
For their next drive, the Bears offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And that's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanting the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now they'll run on the draw. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are out in the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. Oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ballgame.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is brought in at the 21. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking. So you don't slip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Second and 14. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offensive coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Off the RPO, he completes it. Down the left sideline. He may go. Touchdown! A great effort there. 79 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. This won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, All the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
The fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll look to set up his blockers. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look and repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. He'll look to throw. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is caught by Dell. Touchdown, Dolphins. Ted Dell as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It'll be a gain of 4 here, and it will take us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The third quarter begins with a run by Achane. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Again, it's Achane. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see Charles come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. Back to the ground, Achane. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a Dolphins first down. It's a gain of 7 on 4th and 4. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Takedown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Racing to the end zone, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only did they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start this drive out on the ground, shedding through the defense. A nice move gets him a few extra, down just shy of his 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Chicago. 61 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On play action, they'll throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Up the middle, Achane. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago. I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Miami. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Again, he'll drop to throw. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
This 2nd and 4.
Back to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 16. They're going to look to throw.
Down inside the 10.
And down to the 7-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Second and 1. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere, they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And when you break it down, you know, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But